Datsun 1600. It's been my daily driver for the last 3.5 years. Unfortunately, it's come time to sell it. It's normally got a C18 DET, but unfortunately shortly after I got the car a few years ago, that engine spun a bearing, so I went and got a C18 DE, naturally aspirated engine, bolted that in and bolted all the turbo gear to it. It's got a T28 turbo. It's got an NZ EFI 24-1 cam trigger system. It's got 550cc injectors with a factory fuel rail. It's got an S13 5-speed gearbox with a R200 diff. It hasn't been a no expense spared car for me. It's been more of a keep it on the road sort of car. So I've got the baby seat in the back, drop the kids to school every day, cruise around on the weekends, make some flutter sututu sounds, and yeah, love it. Everyone loves the Datto. So before I gave it to the new owner, I just wanted to give it a nice tune on the dyno, make sure it's all 100%, and he's picking it up this afternoon. Let's get started.
So we can't tell. Map is on -11.8.
What is map?
Manifold absolute pressure. So that's the map sensor, which is your boost. Kids are tuning.
Yeah. Here's the RPM. So, like, if you take off your throttle, it will go to a low number. If you keep the throttle on, that's basically it goes higher and higher. And
see? Have a look.
Look, activate. Active. See, there. Your fingers in the way. They can't even see the red. It's like the red thing. See? There. Oh, it went on red. It beeped on red. You would have saw it.
What is red?
The TT active.
Oh, that's transient throttle. So when I snap it,
Yeah.
See?
snaps the pedal and sprays extra fuel.
Yeah. Okay. So now go on to the next tab. So this is like RPM, like I told you before. Like if Dad keeps his throttle, look,
As you can see, it's getting higher.
because he's pressing his throttle more and more.
And now it's getting lower.
Lower because he's lifting off on his throttle. And then TPS.
Go fast here.
Here's the RPM on bigger screen. You would have saw, look what number. 4,000 it went up to. This car's hectic.
So we've got the head-up display. It's the luxury edition. That's it. It's running the Sprint 500, which is doing closed loop O2 correction and boost control. driving around in a 50-year-old Datsun. One of the cool things about having it is everywhere you go, you always get thumbs up, people flashing their headlights, people pulling up next to you at the light saying, oh, what's in it? That's cool, man. Datsun life. And the flutter, of course. Gonna miss the flutter. Super response. Low torque, so even at like 30-40 k's an hour third gear, it just accelerates. Can you take off? Nice. Because it's got window winders, they think it's cool, they get in there, open the windows, love it. They're actually sad, they're quite sad that I'm selling it. 3.5 years is not a bad time, not a bad term for having something. Usually I don't keep cars for that long, but yeah, the Datto is cool. Always loved the Datto. When I first got it, I broke down in this thing like 100 times. Literally, the first week I had it, every afternoon on the way home, I'd break down. And I'd pull over, I had toolkit in my bag, I had spares, I had everything. And I'd pull over, fix it, figure out, do something so I could do some MacGyver action to get it home or to work. And then fix it. So I had, yeah, brakes fail in different ways. I had brakes lock up, I've had brakes pedal go to the floor, I've had gearbox not work all of a sudden, yeah, spun bearings, fuel lines blow off, all sorts of stuff. Alternators die, but it's been fun. That's the fun of having an old car. Like, you can't have an old car and expect everything to be perfect unless you dump the money into it, do a full resto, tear down, put everything new, recondition the whole lot. So, but having this car for me, it wasn't about that. Like, I've got other cars for that. This was about living the old school, having the problems. It took me back to my early days, backyard days where we didn't know much and we only could work with cars. Whatever went wrong, then we'd work it out and fix that. But we didn't look at the car and say, all right, it needs this, 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 and this. It was like, yeah, it starts, runs, beautiful, off you go. So, but that's the beauty of the old Datto. So this one here for me has been a keep it alive project rather than a, you know, full restoration, nothing like that. So, but alive we did. The sentimental value for me with this car was that when I was in high school, one of my schoolmates had this car, and the guy at the local petrol station, he had it as well. And then he sold it to my neighbour, who did a full. He's the guy that did the first resto on it, so he did a, you know, full bare metal preps on it. Then he left it in high fuel to rust out in his driveway. Then he sold it to my mate's little brother from school. Then he did the build. He pretty much did the CA conversion, got it all engineered and all that. And then once he had enough of it, then he left it. He started pulling it all apart again, and then pretty much just gave up on it. Left it in the driveway or somewhere around the side of his brother's house or something, and then it just sat there for years and years and years until I found out it was pretty much dumped. And then I made him an offer, got it off him, and then yeah, did whatever I could quickly to bolt everything back together. So that's the sentimental history. It's actually got, if you look up here, one of the first gem stickers ever. So that's like the first batch from like 2001. Probably see my mobile there, don't go ringing me because I won't answer it anyway. But yeah, that's the other sentimental value. So it shows the history that this is from like the early gem days when the gem's roots. So really cool. I'm happy for the new owner that's buying it because he's super keen. He's talking about doing, you know, bare metal resprays and rebuilds and cranking 300 kilowatts with it. So good to see that it's going to a good home, so I'm really happy about that. And that's it. Time to move on and get another thrasher, another daily. So yeah, hope you enjoyed a little bit of historical memorabilia with Adam and his Datto 1600. And yeah, lastly, give a shout out to my kids. I know you all love this car as much as I did, so, but don't worry, there's more to come. See you guys.